This is a Premier Baseball Association production. Welcome to the PBA. Today we are going to figure out how. Well, we're not going to really figure out how. We're just going to do the workaround. This here is one of the teams in my league. It's the Honolulu Surf. And everything is hunky-dory. And if you go to their home screen, you see that, they got players hiding in here. They got their AAA team, and everybody's good. And they got lineup spots here open. And it's like, hey, what's going on? We'll go to the transaction page, rosters and transaction, their overview, and we look at their AAA team, and there's nobody there. Like, what's going on? All right. We click on their players, and we can just do filter, customize. We go to AAA level filter. I already have it set up. Nobody's there. Okay, minor leagues. We sort on level, and they got AAA players here. So what's going on? All right, this here's your workaround, and I'm not really sure why it happens, but we'll be able to get through this and get it fixed, and we'll worry about OTP figuring out the whys. What I have managed to find out, or from what I've seen, why it's happening, is in your manager option settings. And where I'm thinking it lies, the problem, the bug, is the minor league promotion demotion strategy. This here, you got to pick yourself. I don't know why, but for some reason it's this one. This is the one that seems like the bugaboo. I'm the commissioner of the league, so if I change this on his, it's changing on mine. It's individual to each team. I cannot go into each team and correct it. So you got to correct it on your own. So the Honolulu team here that we're dealing with might have this set up as his assistant GM doing it. But I can't see that. So trust me that is one of the things you have to check and make it yourself. We go back over to the transaction. They're still empty. Let's go to players and minor leagues. This is what we got to do first. First, let's create a filter. And the filter is going to be a AAA level. And I already have it set, but I'm going to show you how to do it. Customize. Hit the checkbox, league level. And the league level is AAA. Hit OK, say thank you very much. So right now we got, as it shows here, 37 players that are in AAA. That's perfect. Before we do anything else, we should always at this point file and export. File, online lead, export. I know this is already done, so I'm not going to do it. But you need to do it here if you have this problem and you're doing it. And the reason being, if something goes wrong and you make a mistake at this point, you have a way to come back and correct it. Okay? So, export early and often. So what we do here is, the first thing we do is we right-click on any of these players. Doesn't matter which one. We're looking to get to the shortlist button. And we're going to create a new shortlist. Let's call this AAA players that are missing. And you can name it anything you want. It doesn't really matter. Hit OK. Part 1 done. And this we're going to do twice. First, we're going to click on this selector button. That selects all 37 of these players that are customized. Our custom view are already in AAA. We right-click. Shortlist, and we're going to add them to the add to AAA players that are missing. Boom, that's done. Now, what you guys have is here at the bottom, because I'm in commissioner mode, I don't have it because I have the automator button. But you guys have a magnifying glass sitting right here. For me, I had to create a bookmark. Default shortlist, AAA players that are missing, right click, says 37 players, and if I move them, you can see 37 players right on the screen. I just drop them right there. Don't worry about it. I know that they are now in my short list. This is perfect. I don't have to go anywhere else. They're already selected. Right click. Transaction. I'm going to demote all of these players to AA. So the reason we created that short list is so now I still have these 37 players that are showing, but I know they all belong in AAA. But right now, if I look in my AAA team, I got 72 players there. That is the one key with this, and this is why you export it. Because if you made a mistake and didn't shortlist them first, what you would end up doing is import your file from FTP just in case. So 72 players obviously is not correct. We're going to go back to the player shortlist. We're going to pick the AAA players that are missing, highlight them all, right click, transaction, and now we add them back to AAA. So if what I did is correct, there should be 37 players in AA, or 35, correct, because we had 72, and now 37 players in AAA. Survey says they're all back. Now that you did this, then you do export team to via FTP. You can do it over here on the right, or drop down online league, export your team, and that's all. Now this should take you no more than 2 minutes tops. I mean, right now this video, I couldn't even tell you how long it's going. Yeah, it's actually 6 minutes, and I did a whole lot of talking. So pretty much that is all you need to do. So with that being said, this is Gary Altman with the commissioner of the Premier Baseball Association League signing off and wishing you a happy day. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy. Bye-bye.